Hey everyone, so today we're going to be putting up some hardware cloth and turning this old stall into a chicken coop. We went around and hammered in all the nails and dug a little trench for the hardware cloth. And yeah, so we're going to get it done today and pretty much be done with this thing. Alright, well let's do it. So this was actually a ton of work and we made a bunch of mistakes. So the first mistake we made was thinking this was only going to take, a few hours. This ended up taking a few days. I'll tell you why. So when I was ordering this product months before we did this, I went ahead and ordered a 46-inch hardware cloth instead of 48. It was cheaper. Obviously, it was cheaper because it was smaller, but it was significantly cheaper. So I went ahead and didn't think anything of it. I'm not much of a carpenter or builder, so I don't think about that kind of stuff. Anyways, all of these boards, these studs are all 24 inches on center. So because we ordered 46 instead of 48, made a huge difference in the way we finished this up. If it was 48, then we could have just nailed them all to the studs and been done with it. But because it wasn't, we had to overlap, and then we also had to take some wire and almost braid or tie the two sheets together so that predators couldn't squeeze through. So that took a lot of time, and this stuff is very not easy to work with. Like, it's heavy, and it's just, my hands after this, even though I'm wearing gloves here, I don't normally wear gloves too much, but even though I'm wearing gloves here, my hands were still pretty messed up. It's not something you want to work with on the regular, but I'd say overall it was a pretty fun project. My wife helped me out, and I really appreciate that. I couldn't have done this without her. I need that step ladder. So we did the entire coop in this, all four walls, the ceiling, and we went down into the ground maybe about a foot or two, which we would like to have done more. We just didn't really measure it out too much in advance. We had plenty of left over. It's just it ended up being a lot of work. So by the end of it, we're just ready to be done. So what we do is we dig a little trench and we tuck the stuff down in there, bury it with dirt, and then eventually we'll put sawdust over it, or pine shavings rather. Also, we built we put a bunch of wood on the outside to kind of cover it up. And we've been using this coop for about 4 months now, and we haven't had a single issue with predators. So again, yeah, this was a very hard project for us to knock out. If you've ever built a coop or done hardware cloth, let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of curious to see how yours turned out, if it was as hard as mine or if it was easier. Did you do your 48-inch hardware cloth on 48-inch or 24-inch on center studs? That would be much helpful. So now that I know that, I'll never make that mistake again. Well, that concludes the video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you've had any value from this, or you learned something new, or you just liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you enjoy this kind of content, what we're doing here is just trying to build a homestead. Go ahead and give me a subscribe, and I'll be putting out a lot more videos. Appreciate it. I think I'm done. It's awesome. It took forever. A few more things to do, but pretty much done with all that weaving. Pretty much.